Good evening, everyone. Mr. Chairman, members of the Guelph Provincial Progressive Conservative Association, friends and family, thank you for attending tonight's meeting. Thank you, Greg. Where'd you go? Right there. Thank you, Greg, for your kind words of introduction. And thank you to all the new members of the Board of Directors for the Riding Association. Your dedication of both time and talent is a credit to our community. Yes, it's our community. It has been a whirlwind for me since I decided to pursue the PC candidacy in Guelph just this past spring. I'm humbled to be standing before you tonight, and I will be proud to carry the flag in the coming election. Friends, I accept your nomination. Ours is a party with a proud tradition of responsible public stewardship. We balance risk and reward. Our plans and policy are guided by a steady hand. We measure twice and we only cut once. I ask you tonight, has Ontario ever wanted for the Conservative brand of common sense like it does now? Me, I'm not a political war horse. My transition to public life has been swift, but not without a careful thought about the type of candidate I would like to be. My friends, I stand behind this podium alone, but I am buoyed by an army of support. And I'm proud to say Team MacDonald did not show up average. We'll march into the next election with a big blue tent of supporters. Several strong Conservatives, like Brenda in the back, have offered wisdom and advice, people who know how to attract votes and deliver value to our community. And of course, I have my own smaller community to draw strength from also. I want to thank my wife, Amy, especially my daughter, Ava, also, for helping me on this journey, helping to shape the future for our family, my friends' family, and all your families. I'm a humble guy with a pretty simple ideology. It's what I try to teach to my young daughter. It's what my parents taught to me. Do the right thing. Ladies and gentlemen, a decade of financial mismanagement and irresponsibility is far too long. The Liberals shut the doors to Parliament, but it's up to the Ontario citizens to open them up and escort this dysfunctional and divisive government out. This government has poked and prodded a sleeping giant. It's the everyday Joe. People like you and me. Some who felt awkward even discussing politics, let alone practicing them. I am Joe Public, and I'm not going to take it any longer. There are two big C's from which every government should be evaluated, and unfortunately, Conservative isn't one of them. I'm talking about competency and character. The brains to develop great policy and the brawn to do what's right. The Liberals have neither. And it's time they answer for that. When our money is tight at home, we watch the bottom line. We budget for the future. It's a simple concept that our government has failed to grasp. Last year, the Liberals spent $13 billion more than they raised. Double the deficit of every other province in Canada combined. For the first time in our history, Ontario is the largest have-not province in our nation. My daughter Ava is just now learning if you eat all the cookies, there's none left for later on. The Liberals have eaten the pantry bare. How can my 2-year-old daughter have a better grasp on economics than a 3-term government? Ontario's $260 billion debt increases every day, putting Ontario's future at risk and casting a dark shadow over our province for investors. We need to get our fiscal house in order. We can't afford to let the Liberals play with our money like it's poker money and cripple our economy for generations to come. It's time for change in Queen's Park, long overdue in fact. The Ontario PC Party has a bold plan for the future. Job creation and tax cuts to get the economy back on track. Pay down the debt and put Ontario on the path to recovery and growth. Our party is the only voice of fiscal responsibility, placing economic recovery and job creation at the center of our plan. Conservative values for a province that faces catastrophe without them. Friends, Guelph has a seat in the Ontario legislature. Some of you may have heard this is a Liberal seat. That is wrong. This seat belongs to the citizens of Guelph. Not one party, not one person, but each and every one of us. We have the right to representation that will advocate for us, for Guelph priorities, for our families and our futures. As I said, I'm not your typical candidate. I didn't spend my life dreaming of a career in politics. Many of you know that I've been in horse racing my entire life. It's my passion, it always has been, and my family's livelihood. I am proud to have made a home here in Ontario's highly regarded horse racing industry. The Liberals attacked my industry without warning, without provocation, without reason, and without consultation. Folks, I'm not here because I need a job. There's still horses racing all over the world. I'm here tonight because I'm tired of seeing governments so focused on partisan gain that they lose sight of the people whose livelihoods are actually at stake. In my case, it's up to 50,000 people that I call my friends and my family. I'm here because I believe a government should do better. At the heart of it all, people matter and jobs matter. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be a part of a responsible government that honors its commitments to Ontario and to its citizens. I sincerely appreciate all of those who have given their support in the recent weeks. I need your continued support to move this campaign forward together so we can find sensible solutions and put Ontario back on track. Let me be clear. We will be working hard for every single vote in the next election. We must be passionate about our values. We must be passionate about our priorities and our goals. There are many people who have become disengaged from our political process. Folks that are tired of the rhetoric. Folks that have lost faith in the politicians that promise one thing and just do another. That apathy has delivered the Liberals a free pass. It's our job to engage Guelph. It's time to get fired up and end the slumber that has given the Liberals this free pass. We're going to force them out of hiding. We're going to shine a light so bright on their record that Ontarians will flock to the polls and bring an end to this reckless string. I believe our city and our province stands in a position to aim higher and reach further than ever before. We all need to work together as never before. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud to be the new member of the Progressive Conservative family here in Guelph. It's a winning team, and I ask for your support as we prepare for the upcoming election. Serving our community will be my privilege. Thank you.
Good job.